Oh my. If that isn't a big mother effing mug, two mother effing big mother effing mugs,
Yeah.
and you guys are carrying like little coffee cups. That's awesome. How are you guys doing returning from your trip abroad?
Awesome.
So happy.
Everything is awesome.
So happy. Happy to be home. Sad to have left, but yeah, nice to have your own pillow. But what a trip. What a trip. Couldn't have been better.
Yeah.
Anybody that doesn't know this,
so
Simon and
froze.
SJ were in Wrexham. You probably know that already. I'm explaining something that doesn't need to be explained, but they were both in Wrexham. SJ got there first before you, Simon, or Simon got there first?
No.
Okay,
By
let me
hours.
step back and let me not tell the story.
Do you know who didn't get there? I know who didn't get there.
What?
So I was there with my bestest little sister and her hubby a couple of hours before SJ was, and we met her in Wrexham on, the Tuesday? No, it was a Thursday, wasn't it? It was a Thursday. And then we all went to Rotherham together and saw that wonderful 16-second goal. And then we were in Huddersfield at home. So that was a great match, even though it was 0-0. And then Charlton away for that disappointment in the last 20 seconds. We had that one. We coulda, woulda, shoulda. Couple of mistakes in that last minute or two cost us 2 points. But a 2-2 draw, if you had offered a 2-2 draw Charlton away before the start of the match, everyone would have taken it. So just, in the end, disappointing. But met some great people and had a great time and saw some great scenery and loved it. Couldn't speak more highly of it.
Yeah, and I noticed that you starting off this conversation has already kicked SJ out, which I was going to do it anyways, so I'm glad it was you. I don't look like the jerk. I assume SJ had a little complication technically before we started recording. I assume maybe that same thing is happening again and bounced out. Her internet just shit out. Yes.
Technical term, just shit itself. Yes.
Yeah.
That is a definite technical term.
Yes. Well, I'm great baby back in Portland where the internet is awesome.
Everything is awesome. If you guys know that Lego song.
Yeah. I was like, you guys froze. And I'm like, oh, it's...
That was quite... How good was the weather? We had 2 days of shitty weather, and it was the day we drove for like 4 hours, and the minute we got out the car, the rain stopped. But apart from that, it was beautiful weather, a beautiful Tasmanian autumn day, and now I'm in a glorious Tasmanian spring. So, loved it.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of it. Apart from maybe 2.5 seconds of it, which needn't be talked about, but...
Yeah. Well, walk me through this. So, Simon, you get there first, and then on a Thursday, you meet up with SJ.
SJ and Mike,
Yeah, and Bestest little sister had already organized to pick up SJ from the airport. Is that correct?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, okay, fill us in.
Our friend Denise from Welsh Women's Aid.
Oh, yeah, Denise, yeah.
Yeah. So she offered to pick me up like a long time ago. She's the one that gave me the ticket to Yeovil and, long time friends. And she offered to pick me up from Manchester to pick Mike and I up. But then she started graduate school, which is super cool. And so She was like, oh, I don't know for sure now if I can. So then I mentioned, well, I think we have a ride, but I'm not positive. And Meg was like, I'm doing it. And I was like, okay, you can. That's cool. Meg's awesome. So, but then I talked to Denise, and the way her schedule was and my schedule, it was pretty much the car ride's the only time we had a chance to visit. So it was very tempting to want to just be like right out of the airport gate, literally like, let's all go. But I really wanted to visit with Denise, and she's awesome, and I love her. And her friend Carol came and picked up too, and she was one of the ladies that I did day trips with last time, and she's lovely and kooky and fun. So
her friend is Carol King. Wow.
No, not Carol King.
It's amazing.
Carolyn.
Well, that's so cool. So you got to see Denise again, her friend again, and at this point you have not yet met Simon yet. Is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as Mike and I are like, and the airport, and as Mike and I are like getting out of the Manchester airport, and then trying to communicate Wi-Fi, data, all the stuff we get off the plane, and connect with Denise, and then I'm getting these like, messages popping in from Simon, like, look, we're in Wales. Look, we're in Wrexham. Look, and I'm just like, I got so car sick, like plane sick, and so I was just like,
I made her sweat.
I was like, hi, Denise. I'm so happy to see you. It was so gross. I was a mess. So by the time we got back to the hotel, and we met up with Simon and Meg, and David is Meg's husband. And so we all met up at the hotel. Or we meet at the Turf. I think we met at the Turf, didn't we?
Probably at the pub. If not the hotel, definitely the pub. One or the other.
Yeah, no, I think that they went to the Turf and we met him there. I remember coming in and being like, this is surreal.
I like that it was very memorable for both of you.
I was like, wait, what happened?
Wait, did I meet you?
Did we drunk?
Did I meet you outside or not? No, wait, the day before? No, it was the day after. I don't know.
There was so much stuff going on.
Yeah, and
so
we met at the Turf and met Wayne from the Turf, obviously, and a few
other
people there. Had a great time there, and was there 2 or 3 days, if not more. So,
did you guys see my license plate up behind the bar? The Arizona license plate?
Oh, yeah, I did actually. I didn't know that was yours.
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
So I'm looking behind you. there. Yes. Now I'm with you. Yes, okay. Now
it's the one piece of me that I left at the Turf. Outside of my heart.
Scrap. You're a little bit of scrap metal.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I had 2 like personalized plates and then that one, and I was like, I can't give my personalized plates because they're too cool. There's no story to go with it. Let's move on. So let's not go there. It's unexciting. You guys were in Wrexham.
Yes, it was fun.
So that was night one, or that's during the day? Is it
That's
like
during
how's
the
that
day.
one?
evening, afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, it was
evening,
still
wasn't
light out.
Yeah.
It was still
I'm
light
glad
out.
it was memorable for both.
No, so
I imagine you guys were drinking,
Well,
right?
I was like, I was sober at that point, so I remember it being daylight still.
Oh, Simon was like 5 in already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a day that SJ turned up, then we went drinking. And I couldn't even tell you what we did Friday, but I know Saturday was Rotherham. And we had the nice drive through the Yorkshire countryside, and that was pretty, seeing the mill towns and things there. 2.5 hour drive, and we barely sat down, and the goal had happened. So quite a few people were like, "Oh shit, missed it."
Well, you guys took the coaches over, right?
No. We were in the Meg and Dave had a hire car, so we drove that. We followed Steve Lloyd from Dragon Chat, and
you guys met up with Steve Lloyd?
Yeah.
What?
And,
get out of here!
We went to the Union Hotel there, a workers' club,
Public house, Yeah, it was super cool. And then so the part that did suck, that my partner Mike flies all the way to Wales on Friday night. We all get tapas at this super cool restaurant, Lisbon Tapas. In the middle of the night, he got sick. Now, I will say, Lisbon Tapas, all of us ate all of the same stuff. Mike and I ate the same stuff. I shared with Meg and Simon and David. We had all the same stuff. He's the only one that got sick. So it's not Lisbon Tapas necessarily. It's Mike. Mike's the problem.
Oh, but from Mike's story, Mike was like, it was Lisbon Tapas.
It
was 100%.
But it was so tasty. It was so good. But so I wake up in the middle of the night, Friday night, with the sounds from, bro, and then
oh, God.
So it was.
He should have got another room.
I just locked him in the bathroom. No. I was
But,
like, "You're on your
long
own.
story short,
I'm trying to get
Mike
some
missed
sleep."
the first match. So
Yeah.
Mike missed the first goal.
Yeah.
And given
So-
that there were no goals for the entire Harrogate match, he missed
Yeah.
2 matches. So I didn't see a goal until the
Yeah.
second half of the Charlton match, because the first goal at Charlton was an own goal, of course.
I know.
So we didn't score for nearly 3 matches.
Yeah.
It was a
I
long...
know. He was
But
so,
it was so fun,
he was
it
so
really was.
bummed. And then when you talk about memory, man, so after Rotherham, then when we're talking, Mike starts feeling better, like Sunday, Monday, whatever. So we're going to do Tuesday, and we're talking about the next away match, and I'm like, oh, so at Rotherham, the buses, you'll see it. He's like, I wasn't there, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then blah 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 blah, and then I was like, oh, so like at Rotherham, do you remember we met the guy at that pub at Rotherham? And he's like, I wasn't there. And I was like, oh,
You took
sorry.
the knife,
but
you
I
mean,
dipped
like-
it into salt, and then just re-stabbed over and over.
I mean, like, he was just like, I wasn't there. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like so in my own self-absorbed world. But
Yeah,
I'm like, yes.
Mike's like, tell me again how much I mean to you in this relationship. Thank you. Thank
I
you
will
for
say,
doing that.
On Saturday morning, he came downstairs for Rotherham. He was like, I'm coming.
Oh, yeah.
He was like green and yellow.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
He
not
was
good,
sweaty, shaky. He was like trying to hold himself. You could tell the food odor from the kitchen. The restaurant was making him like not, and he's like, no, I don't want to ruin anybody's time. I'm gonna come. And we were all like, oh, you should stay home. Stay here.
Yeah, you should have went to another game. How inconsiderate, Mike. How inconsiderate. You're ruining everybody's day by being weak.
He's a trooper, man. He will like muster through anything, and it was only because we were all like,
Oh, wait,
no,
this is the
please
part when we start talking good about him? Okay, yeah. You're so strong, Mike. Yeah, you are.
No, he's just so considerate of others, and so he really didn't
Yeah.
want to like let anybody down. And he was so excited to come.
Yeah.
But anyways, so he felt better, and then I lost my voice yelling and screaming at the match. So then I got back on
You did it right.
Well, that
so
was
like
when-
Sunday, I started
That was
losing
when
my
we
voice
spoke to you.
worse.
outside the vault.
Oh,
that day.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Were you guys drunk at that time, or?
but I was sober. I wasn't drinking.
So, okay.
Yeah. But
Me on the other hand, yeah.
yeah.
Old
Yeah, so I
Simon
ended up
Two-Fists.
No, just one of the pints big enough. I'm only used to. We have
He was
pots
just
here,
having
like
a
third of the
small
pint.
beer.
Small beer.
Yeah, so by Tuesday, I realized I was actually sick, not losing my voice from the match. So I was sick, and then
You
I
got sick.
Cough.
No.
Yeah. So I got sick. I went to the match anyways, and it was just, But yeah, and then Simon got sick, and then Mike got my cold after I was getting better. There was a
Oh, my
cold going around.
goodness.
Yeah, so Wednesday was kind of a shutdown day, like no vacation. Mike was feeling better, and I was like, go get supplies! And sent him out into Wrexham on his own, and was like, Simon had a fever, and I was like, we need Tylenol.
Good.
And so,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and then, but they don't have Tylenol in Wales. They don't have Tylenol
They don't have
in the UK.
acetaminophen?
Or you got to get
acetaminophen, yeah, it's
have a prescription for it. You can't just walk. in
You
off the
have
street
to
and
have a
get it without
prescription.
yeah, it's not over the counter. They have paramecinolone or
Paracetamol.
yes, that. And so I just sent Mike out. I was like, the first time you've traveled anywhere internationally, go find the pharmacy. Go find medication.
Go get
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he again is so solid. He was like, okay, and came back like 2 hours later with like bags of like, well, I got this and this and
Yeah.
this and this, and then
An ounce
would-
of hash.
we would
Yeah,
knock
yeah,
on
you did.
Simon's door and leave the bag, and then like run back to our hotel.
Open the door, throw it in, and slam it shut.
Yeah. No, run
I
away.
was
Just knock and
literally
run.
like-
Don't even. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because our rooms were across the hall from each other, kind of kitty corner. So
Oh,
I would
okay.
just knock and put the bag there and go back in the room and leave the door open so I could see and make sure he opened his door, and then I would shut the door.
Where were you guys staying again?
The premiere.
Premiere.
The premiere. Oh wait, did you run
right near
into
the ground,
Cast or
so
crew?
you could just ran into Leighton. That's his name, isn't it?
Rob?
I'm sure it's Leighton. Curls on camera.
Oh, that guy,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
curls on camera. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's Leighton. Ran into him, but not at the premiere
Nice.
of the turf. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then what day are we at now where Simon is sick? How many days are we in now?
That's going to be almost a week in.
Well, yeah,
Because that was between.
There was a small injury on Sunday.
Wait, what?
Mike
Wow,
was
the
feeling
sickness
better.
was bigger than the injury.
Yeah,
Don't tell me Mike got hurt again.
No, it
No.
was Simon. And then
Yeah. I never asked. I never asked once because I was waiting for now of what happened.
Yeah, something. So there was either
It was
there
that
was lots
good?
of alcohol involved.
It was
There was
that
definitely
good?
lots of alcohol, and Declan Swan's gig had a great time. Ended up with the guitar pick from the bass player. Had a great evening, but had way too much to drink. And on the way out, I've either stumbled and hit my head on the ground, or hit my head and then fell from hitting the head. Probably the first, but ended up. Had to go to A&E, and that's probably where I picked up COVID. If not, I had it the day before. And so, hence that.
Was it
Monday,
split?
Tuesday.
It was split open?
Oh, it was more a big graze rather than a split.
Okay.
It was
So,
more but
we had to do
a graze,
investigative journalism to find out what happened to Simon because
Interesting.
because it's Sunday night, Mike is still. It's his first night he's gone out anywhere because Saturday he was still recovering from being sick.
First night of freedom.
So, first night of freedom, but I'm starting to get sick, and so Mike and I are both like the show is awesome. They're done. Declan Swans are done playing, so we're gonna go back to the hotel and take it a little bit easy. Sunday night, Meg and David decide they're gonna come too. Simon's like, I am still here, and
of course.
Then
you have to.
Yeah. So then after that, we have breadcrumbed the story together, and basically some kind folk found Simon with a bloody head and took him to the emergency room, and it
got enough info out of me to get the phone open and call Meg.
So it looked like maybe it cracked his head, but really it's like road rash. So
okay.
It was not.
Okay.
But head.
So it was bloody, but it was just from the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
there was no
like a
brains
big.
pouring out. I mean, there's no brains anyway, but there was nothing pouring out apart from
Did you guys
blood.
do concussion protocol on him?
Well,
They
we
did.
were
I
all
think they
gone.
did at the hospital once I sobered up a bit. So,
We were all back at the hotel, and so it wasn't until the morning that I even knew anything because Meg got a call from Simon's phone from somebody she didn't know saying that Simon was at the hospital, and
What was the voice? What was a man or a woman?
Man,
a guy.
a man.
She
A man.
thought
And
it
what
was-
was it?
I know. I think I found out who it was, or somebody
Oh,
knows
did
who
you?
it was. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't mention too many names, but thank you very much for those people. So
Yeah, Simon made a little bit of name himself because then afterwards I would be they're like, "Oh, you're traveling with the Australian? I heard about him," and I was like, yes. "We're together."
Infamous. Already infamous.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
I love that
But-
you
But I'm
partied
actually
hard.
I'm blaming COVID for that because I would have had that on the Sunday. I would have been sick on the Sunday, which night that was. Because certainly the Monday I was and Tuesday very under the weather with it. So
yeah, I had
so I'm
nothing
going to blame
to
that,
do.
not the alcohol. Well, probably
No.
a fair bit to do, but
Alcohol
some to do,
kills
but-
COVID. It's known.
Ah, there you right.
You can inject it.
Oh, that's a different.
Different story entirely that one.
Yeah.
But we
So
did.
anyways.
Thankfully, we both got to Huddersfield, the home match, which I was very doubtful for, but ended
Now
up
this one you
going,
took the coach. Oh no, this is the home match.
Sorry,
the home match.
Huddersfield
Sorry.
was the
Sorry.
home, but Charlton was the away one on the Saturday. So by that time, I'd gotten Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, finally starting to feel humid again. So definitely, made the trip down because it was a 4-hour trip. A great trip on the MH travel bus.
So
We got
cool.
fed and drink and comfy chairs. And
Shout out to
it was a great
Haley.
trip. Yeah,
Oh,
shout
who's
out to
Haley?
Mike and
Who's?
Haley.
I don't know this name.
Haley's the gal on the bus. I think it's her husband that drives. And so she's the one that does arranges a lot of the if you message and email, she does a lot of the correspondence, but she's on the bus walking up and down the aisle going, hey, do you want some coffee? Do you want a pie? Do you want a bap? Do you want a...
What?
And then she's got a little station in the middle of the bus with a microwave and some stuff. And then she had a knife like this long, and she was like cutting stuff while we were driving down the road. And
That's
I
if you
was
get out of
like-
hand. She's
I know,
showing
but-
you what happens.
But
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's a good thing I have my first aid kit with me.
Did you? You legit had a
Yeah.
first aid kit with you?
Oh yeah. I take when I travel, I got, cause you know the ones you get from the store, like Band-Aids and like little stuff. I've got the good stuff like pressure bandages and stuff. So
Damn.
Tourniquets for the,
yeah,
you know,
if
when
I
the
had been there when
crocodile bites
Simon
your
hit his
arm off.
head, I could have taken care of it.
Now, would you have had it as classy as the hair tone matching bandage that was over there? Because whoever lined that up, they were like, you know what? I got you, Simon. This is going to blend in. No one will notice
No one.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
But-
was
but-
actually a hair
So-
transplant. I've been to Turkey. So that's what-
God, you did stop by Turkey, right?
on the way back, actually.
Yeah,
We went
yeah,
by-
mate,
over
that's what you
Turkish
do.
airspace. That's when they did it. So yeah. We took the long way round a certain country.
While we're talking about the bus for Cheltenham, I just wanted
Charlton.
to really Charlton. I just really wanted to shout out to Richard, because Richard made me. I have two things that are like my favorite things I brought back, and this
Okay.
is one of them.
One of them, and
What?
the other's Mike. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
I got
That
Mike
is
here.
cool.
No, Mike's not the other
Wait,
thing.
so
Okay.
which Richard
I
is
got
this?
Mike
You're
here.
saying
He's
Richard.
not a souvenir. So,
Richie...
Richie,
What's his
so
surname?
I'm gonna set it down, but so it's basically sheet metal. He's got these nice little stands. I put these rubber boots on here because it's till
Yeah,
naked.
protection.
Yeah, but little tea lights in here so I can turn them on and off. So he
That
made
is
this
cool.
Awesome dragon.
Isn't it?
Yes, and
Somebody
the
had
reason
to
why-
buy a whole new suitcase.
No, I was gonna have to do that
Literally.
anyway.
Literally.
Yeah. No, but I want to bring it up because the funny thing is that Simon and Sky and Richie and this other guy were all sitting at a table, like facing front and back to get each other. And then I was directly behind Simon. So then Simon and this guy's like, hey, I made this thing for this American chick, blah, blah, blah. And then I hear Simon go, oh, that's for her. And I look over and I'm like, oh, hey, that's my dragon. And he was showing Simon. He was showing Simon the picture on his phone. Is the same picture I showed Simon that he sent me. I was like, oh,
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
get this dragon.
That's cool.
So,
I've seen
yes.
that before.
Okay, so Richie who? I gotta know who this is so I can get my order
Richie
in.
Valance. Richie...
Oh, yeah.
he's on Facebook,
La La La
he's on-
Bumba?
He's on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll throw his info out. He's super nice. So, we met the following Monday. He brought it. We went to Weatherspoons, had pints. On his way home from work to going to dinner with his wife, he stopped over and dropped it off and had it all super wrapped up and bubble wrapped and everything for me already. And then it was really funny. When
Oh,
I
I've seen that guy's face before. Yeah.
When I finally unwrapped it, there was all these little blue things in it, and it's because they packaged it so well that every point on the dragon, every nose, claw, tail, peak, anything with a point, they had these little blue tips on it to keep it so that none of the points would bend or poke through the plastic.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah, super, super classy, awesome job packaging it up and stuff. So, if anybody wants a dope-ass fucking dragon, that's its official name.
Is that
let me know.
if you're ordering it? Do you say I would like 1 or 2 dope ass fucking dragons? Is that how you order
How
it,
many-
or
I'd
It
go
depends-
even 3.
it
What's
depends
wrong
how
with
many-
3?
yeah?
So,
But if I say, do you have any of those dragons? Nah, we don't have any dragons. What about
works
dope
at-
ass fucking dragons? We got those. We got those.
have them. Yeah. He works at a metal place that does sheet metal things. I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
But anyways, yeah. So I have throwing some pictures up on my Twitter that have of them and comments, and I will throw some more info in there. But it was £40. I think that's
good.
Yeah. So I know that maybe over there for like, £40 is a lot of money, but also it's like handcrafted solid metal. It's not jinky. It's like thick quality. The cutout, the tea lights. When I asked for it, it was just the dragon, and he had pumpkins, and I was like, oh, does the dragon light up like a pumpkin? And he was like, oh, I can maybe make that work, but he didn't have the rest of it powder coated. He only had the red on the dragon. And
damn, it's powder coated?
Well, it's like
for £40. Powder coated is painting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so he was like, well, the stand isn't going to be red because, and I was like, well, it's not going to be for like a week. He's like, I will take care of it. So not only did we he like hooked it up.
Above and beyond.
Yeah, he went above and beyond. And then, his underling that packed it, forgot the tea lights. And then so he was like, I just got a message, and then followed through and dropped the tea lights off at the hotel. I was like, I can buy some tea lights. He's like, nope, you paid for them. You're getting tea lights. He brought 4 tea lights. Like, he was on top of it. High quality, like, good size, supporting local I almost said
business.
I almost said patient. No, too much work. Yeah, no, but supporting a local craftsman, like, I don't know. I think it's totally worth it. I have one other thing, and I'm not going to do it on today's pod, but man, I got a doozy for my other thing that I'm going to share. We'll do it.
Oh, damn. I like doozies.
Oh, doozies.
Yeah.
Doozies.
Yeah.
Oh, doozies.
Okay. I got a couple.
There's only a couple of minutes left
things
for this one, but
that
will be the next. Can we do? Have to be a show midweek to do that one.
Oh, that's
I got the long sleeve gold as well. Very nice.
You got the raspberry swirl.
Raspberry Ripple, and the long sleeve gold top as well. So that was
the raspberry Ripple. Makes me want to eat cheesecake.
It is very cheesy.
1000%.
Yeah,
but
Yep.
SJ, your Okonkwo semi knockoff is is signed by the man himself.
Wait,
it's back there somewhere. I think it's on that side. Yep, there it is.
Didn't it rub off? Oh, there we go.
I'm trying to see if it's in frame or not. Yes, it is. So, knowing that last year I went to Purple Kit and they did not have they only go up to a size large, and definitely I'm not even an American large. So, this year I ordered it from Macron. I had it sent to the States to here. I grabbed it and packed it and took it back with me. And then I took it to Wrexham Trainer Revival. Tappy is awesome. He hooked it up. I told him what I wanted. I messaged him beforehand. He ordered the official hardware here. Got a little badge for me. Did the lettering. And so I went and it was like 15 minutes. I brought the shirt in. He's like, I'll be right back. And then gave it to me. Like, there wasn't even really a turnaround. It was great.
That's good.
And then I took it to Huddersfield and was like, Okonkwo, look what I made. And he was like, wait, how did you get this? Where is this from again? But he was very sweet, very nice, and signed it for me.
That is so cool. I didn't know that actual contracted Wrexham players would knowingly sign counterfeit materials.
As I said before, I think I was talking so fast, and as I am always very clear and articulate in circles, and then I was doing this thing and jumping around, and he was like, yes, I can see you totally care. Oh, and this might have made it more awkward. I told him he was my birthday wish.
Oh, God.
Do you remember last year when I was so Okonkwo is the recall for Arsenal was on the 29th, and my birthday is on the 26th. So my birthday, I was like, my birthday wish is Okonkwo is not recalled from Arsenal. So I told him that.
Right.
But I did not say it nearly as articulately as that.
Yeah. What he heard was, You were
You're my
my
birthday
wish, and you're wearing so much more clothes now.
I'm here to blow out my candle, okay?
Oh, hey.
Ooh. Yeah. I was like, I just want to pretend I'm wearing your skin. Yeah.
But
I went dirty, and you went nasty.
That's what you next level.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're talking about Okonkwo. His kit top, so he has the short sleeve keeper shirt, which they are the ones they are finally selling some in the club shop, but they're only the largest. But they're the long sleeve. But then I noticed in the picture of the match today, he has taken his long sleeve undershirt and just cut the sleeves off. I was like,
really?
Those are scissor marks. Yeah. You can see it's like on.
Hey.
Yeah. So.
When you're walking around with 2 AK-47s, you got to show those buddies off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man, today in the match, and he, like, when he paused in front of goal and he was, like, his wrist, the whole season flashed before my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I
didn't know if he'd done a knee, because he didn't get up off the ground. He tried to get up and didn't. Is it his wrist? Is it his knee? And then they're looking at his arm and his shoulder. And
well, and then their keeper
we
went
won.
off with probably a broken collarbone from the way he was, like, posturing, like, his shoulder and holding his arm.
Or dislocated, right? Like, could have been.
Maybe. The position that he was
something
walking...
happened.
Yeah, it's very like when you break your collarbone, there's kind of a neutral position you can like support your arm in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was like doing the weird like kind of thing where I was like, that looks like he broke his collarbone. So, but yeah,
Dang.
he could have dislocated it. Either way, I was like very scared for Okonkwo.
Yeah. That wasn't in
I'm
your
so
birthday
excited.
wish,
I'm, like,
or
knocking
was
things
it?
over. No.
Well, I thought I'd broken Jack Marriott, but luckily it was Luke Bolton, and I didn't break him anyway. So my first photo that morning of must have been the Thursday was the day that Marriott broke his leg, and I thought it was Jack, but it was Luke. So
Yeah.
So
You
I
felt
didn't
all the
break
responsibility.
Marriott, so he
You're
did
like, it was
I
me.
did.
Yeah.
I stood on his leg and broke it. So, that was so disappointing to not have him the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But the team's managed to score some goals.
Before I jump off of here, I have two questions, one for each of you. Feel free to answer both. This is a devil's choice. You got tickets. You're going back to Wrexham tomorrow. Is the setup. What are you changing and doing differently that you didn't spend enough time doing the first time?
I took too many clothes. I'm not packing as many clothes.
Okay.
Even though it will be darker and colder and wintry, so maybe I'll pack some.
Because you're going to buy so much clothes, bring them back too. Yeah.
And I guess just make sure, more drinking, more fun.
More drinking. Quicker, more drinking sooner. Start on the plane. Yeah. What about you, SJ?
Oh, well, the clothing thing I kind of learned from the first time I was there. But the weather very much is Oregon weather. And so this time I will say that I was over-prepared for the rain because I went in April last time. I thought maybe it would rain more. I didn't bring any shorts, so I wish I'd worn some shorts. But my partner, he was... There's only so much a person can say, you're not packing correctly, right? Like, I can only say so many times, like, this is what I'm going to take and here's why. This is what I would recommend. And then I just have to let him do his thing,
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's a thing that Anna tells me when I'm in that zone. And I'm going to say it in a lower tone, but it's, you're so dumb. You are so dumb.
Stop being dumb. Why?
I want Anna to say it like that, though. You're so dumb.
So dumb. Because there's a tone to it that makes you understand that it's true. And
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, and then I do what's told.
So it's a learning curve. I will say it was Mike's first time out of the
By the way,
States.
Anna's in the room, and she just looked at me like.
You're
She was
so
like-
dead. You're so dead.
Teen Anna.
Hi, Anna. Hi,
Sorry,
Ran.
sorry.
You actually, speaking of you have to go out to date night if it's still on. It may not be on
Yes.
anymore. Is
No,
it
it's
still
on. It's on. Yeah.
It's
I
still
have
on,
a feeling
but
that's
she's
why
gone
she's
by
sitting
herself.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
taking
I-
two cars, though, dear. Two
so
cars.
I will say, for me, it was Mike's first time traveling internationally. Like, I think I mean,
Okay.
we went to the Whitecaps, but Vancouver doesn't really count because it's like,
Yeah, because it's Canada.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
up the freeway, you know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it was his first big trip, so it was fun. And for him, and I think that I don't know, for things I would change, the transportation thing, I think I just need more of a schedule for what we're going to do. We kind of did some redundant things because people are so generous and they're like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to take you here and let's go explore this place and let's go here. And then the daylight savings time happened while we were there. So,
Oh.
yes. And then it happened again when I got
darker
home.
earlier, didn't it?
No.
We suddenly
Yeah.
lost an hour and a half at night, and yeah.
Yeah, we went out with Steve, and then it was like, oh, we're going to go to this other place. And then it was like, wait, it got dark very quickly. So, but
They just need to get rid of that daylight savings.
Oh, whole new argument.
Yeah, sorry.
So-
We
No,
just
no.
started it. We're just in summer.
Yeah.
But I think so. What I might do next time is try to have a little bit more of a like plan of like these are the places that I want to go, or because I kind of was
But
like,
then
people are
you-
so generous. I don't want to be like you.
But
Need
some
to
of the-
take me here.
some of the times had to change because people's plans changed and
Yep.
things.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
You know, you
Yeah.
need to have a half a day or a day that you
Yeah.
don't have plans, that you can swap things in and out, because otherwise you're just scheduled to the hilt that you can be overscheduled and have
Yeah.
no chance for variation, or, you know.
Well, I made checklists.
Or date night.
So I like wrote a list of like places to go and places to eat and people to meet, and so that worked. And then I score one for team paper and pen here, because when I was trying to put stuff in the calendar on my phone to make plans, it kept changing it to Pacific time. And then so when I would I would put it in as British time and have it on my phone, like my phone calendar set to showing me British time. But then when I was like, it would just kept defaulting to Pacific time because I don't
Yeah.
know. So I couldn't keep the plan straight on my phone. So
She had all
paper
these
and pen
things
for
for
the
3
win.
o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going out for coffee. Really? Okay, we're waking up. It says 3
Oh,
o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah.
we got to get up. We got to
it
get out for
was
coffee.
Well, the
Okay.
schedule.
Yeah.
It's on
It
the
was
list.
like,
It's on the list.
yeah, it was like, it's 6 a.m. It's time for dinner. So,
Damn. Yeah,
But
that
anyways.
it sounds absolutely amazing. I'm sure as we go through with the upcoming episodes, we're gonna dig out more of the interactions and
I got
more of the
stuff to
times that
update
occurred.
My background.
Hell
Met
yeah.
some great people, you know, some stars of the show, just some, you know, some great people, some great places, and some great football. So up the town, up the
Yeah, up the town,
drive-in,
and-
happy driving night, date night town,
Yeah, and up the freeway
up the freeway town.
to Canada town. Well, thank you
So
guys so much.
I was like, so, by the way, we're playing Port Vale in the EFL Trophy. That's what this episode is. And up the town.
Up the
Yeah.
town.
This has been your preview
Up
of
the
Port
second
Vale.
11.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for giving me some of the information I've been dying to hear, some of the stories. I hope I hear some more coming up soon. And yes, we will chat more soon.
Special
one-
midweek reveal too. Don't forget that.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, and I have one last thing. I just need you to keep an eye, Ran, on your mailbox.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
So we're gonna be the Three Musketeers.
I love that. I love that.
Yucatan.
What is the first liquid I have to put in there by demand? What is it?
I mean, dealer's choice, really. You can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have water. You know
alcohol.
what I have in mine?
Yeah.
I have Icelandic water in mine because I put the last of the airport water we filled up in Iceland in it.
Wow.
There you
It's
go.
very
Bet it's
good.
cold. Cold.
It maintains temperature no matter where it goes in the
no
world.
matter. Never boils. It's crazy. All right. Well, you two have a great evening, day, and thank you so much for touching in. It was so good to talk to you guys, and I did miss out going with you, but to the next time, I will plan my life accordingly. I have no reason to leave America, but I will. Yeah, I will. Anna, they all say hi.
Hi, Anna!
Hope you're not in too much trouble.
Yeah. All right, bye, guys.
Catch
Bye.
you, mate.